Hope you guys have had a great week, and we've got a hilarious situation here to end the week and get us started with the weekend. That being this tweet from game developer, gamedev.com, who said, when Sweet Baby Inc. was targeted for their advocacy efforts earlier this year, a Discord server and a Steam community group played a role in their harassment. We ask, do Valve and Discord consider this within their terms of service? Hashtag GD best of 2024. The tweet collecting over 230,000 views on Twitter and only 527 likes. And the account that made it, gamedev.com, has over 400,000 followers. And there's so much pathetic stuff occurring in that tweet. For example, saying that Sweet Baby Inc. was targeted for their advocacy efforts, trying to frame it like Sweet Baby Inc. is some innocent, morally pure company, when in reality they just use virtue signaling as a shield to hide behind and deflect any and all criticism, and also using said virtue signaling to try and secure money. It's very disingenuous and fake, very similar to the gaming journalists that defend them. And this journalist is really like, they're getting harassed, these individual gamers are harassing this poor company that has ties to Ubisoft, this major corporation, which has also gotten government funding. Wow, bunch of victims, right? What a joke. Their tweet ultimately getting hit with this community note. It does not violate Valve and Discord TOS, as the main goal of the server is simply listing out games that SBI is involved with. On the other hand, SBI employees who have targeted that Discord server and its owner had violated a bunch of TOS and providing a number of links, including links to SBI employees' own tweets where they did just that. And circling back to the tweet itself from Game Developer, we can take a look at the link that they included, which takes us to an article that they themselves wrote back in March of 2024. The author being this dude, Brian Francis, who claims to be a senior editor at gamedev.com, as you can see in his Twitter bio. Interestingly enough, his tweets are protected. And the article over at GameDeveloper.com is titled, Why Are Valve and Discord Permitting Harassment Against Sweet Baby Inc.? Steam and Discord are being used as a home base for hateful reactionaries to single out and harass game developers. Could they have sounded more lame in that title and subtext? You know what, knowing gaming journalists, yeah, they probably could, but you get the point. And like I said, that article is from March 11th, 2024. We're talking like 9 months ago. In other words, their pathetic article failed to do anything back then. And now, 9 months later, they're tweeting about it, trying to get Discord, trying to get Valve, aka Steam, to take action against the SBI detected group. Also, calling Sweet Baby Inc. game developers is such an insult to actual game developers. And this coming from a website that literally tries to market itself as something for game devs. That's such a bad look. Doing all that just to protect some weirdo corpos at SBI. But hey, as mentioned a few days ago or like last week or something, let's just say very recently, gaming journalism is on the way out more than ever. One premier gaming journalist even saying that there's really only like 40 gaming journos left. And there's going to be even less people than that who are going to miss them. I don't want to read their entire slop, but they did include an at a glance, so let's check that out. Narrative consultancy Sweet Baby Inc. has faced weeks-long harassment from players angry at their advocacy for diversity. Conspiratorial accusations against the company have been spread through a dedicated Discord server and Steam community group. It's unclear if Valve and Discord view this conduct as acceptable within the boundaries of their terms of service. Okay, you know what? We're also going to read the second paragraph here. Check this out. They say, why? The answer is frustratingly hard to put into words. Users on websites like Twitter and Kiwi Farms, a site known for organizing sometimes violent harassment campaigns, operating under the name Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, have singled out the agency for allegedly having overarching influence on these games, and accused it of forcibly injecting a political agenda, quote-unquote, into them by advocating for diversity. These corpo freaks are so desperate to try and get Sweet Baby Inc. Detected shut down that he's trying to like say that everyone there is some Kiwi Farms operative, and simply pointing out games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on can potentially lead to some violent harassment campaign. Well, once again, spoiler alert, this article came out like 9 months ago and it completely flopped, achieving nothing except people probably laughing at it back then and once again laughing at it now as they tried to signal boost it 9 months later. We'll check out one more paragraph because this aged so poorly and it was also a really bad point then. Let me explain. Dude says, when word of the curation group Sweet Baby Inc. Detected first surfaced on social media, it seemed like a joke. What was the point of making a curation page, quote unquote, detecting games that a consulting company worked on, especially when the games are listed on their site? So first of all, even when the games were listed on their site, they never had like a full list, according to my recollection at least. It was like a hand-picked list of games that they wanted to showcase that they had worked on. But once again, if I'm recalling properly, it was not like every game. And on top of that, Sweet Baby Inc. later went on to completely remove that list of games from their website anyways. So once again, terrible point, and it aged even more terribly. And then on top of that, this outlet just went on to repost this article. Do they even check the slop that they write? Literally going on to signal boost their own terrible points. Great job. Skipping dozens more paragraphs, their closing sentence says, "Game developer has reached out to Valve and Discord multiple times for comment and will update this story when they respond." There's no update, they never responded. You know what, I'm actually really glad that they reposted this article because this doesn't sound familiar at all. I think I totally missed this the first time it went around. I'm really glad I got to experience some of this the second time without, of course, subjecting myself to the full brain rot of reading the full thing. I'd say that worked out very nicely. Now let's hop back over to Twitter and check out some of the responses that they're getting from gamers. Kabrutus, the founder of Sweet Baby Inc., detected, responding, saying, "Actually, they are the ones who started a harassment campaign against me." Posting a screenshot of that infamous tweet that Chris Kindred had made, probably one you're all familiar with, reading, "The Steam curator harassment group Sweet Baby Inc. detected is led by this person at Kabrutus Rambo. Here's them trying to be slick so they don't get reported. Even with the discriminatory language filled off, the group itself still fails the code of conduct. Anyways, report the frick out of this group and report the creator since he loves his account so much." Another massive L from these people. Literally failed to get the group taken down and failed to get Kabrutus' account banned too. It even had the inverse effect. Instead of getting the account taken down, it actually got the group so much publicity that it now has almost 500,000 members. That response from Kabrutus also completely ratioing GameDev.com, getting over 8,000 likes on his tweet, versus GameDev's 527. Other responses include, "Oh look, another media outlet trying to put pressure on Steam to go after their user base. And I see we've chosen gross dishonesty today. Must be a day ending in Y." A twist on this classic image, showing Sweet Baby Inc. going after Kabrutus, and gaming journalists, of course, trying to frame it in the opposite direction. Another user saying, "I guess the and more part includes verifiable lies," showing game developers' bio, where they say, "Serving the video game industry through breaking news, insight on game industry trends, expert advice and resources, and more." Those are just some of the top responses. We've also got this one from Savvy. That'll be the last one we take a look at, which reads, "Quote unquote advocacy," and it's just them selling the fact that they aren't white. The SPI employee attacked Kabrutus and demanded not only the list be removed, but that he lose, quote unquote, his precious games. Did you show the 3 different videos where Kim Belair advocates for fear tactics to get hired? Did you mention how nearly everything they've touched has led to layoffs or shutdowns? Yeah, of course they and none of the gaming journalists who defend SPI ever mention that stuff. It's something that we've talked about plenty of times on the channel, but look, they just brought it up once again for some reason. Why the heck would GameDeveloper.com do this? Why would they think this is a good idea? Let me know what you think in the comments. And I hope you found this all to be amusing. Also, if you enjoyed my coverage, please consider liking and or subscribing. Appreciate ya, and I'll see you in the next one.